Today I am making Eastern European dishes. Roman is Ukrainian and I've never tried making Eastern European dishes, so let's try it today. The first thing that I'm gonna make is an Olivier. Is that right?
Close enough.
Is an Olivier salad. It has a bunch of different ingredients in it and you chop them into little pea-sized cubes so that they match the peas that are in it. So it's gonna have potato, carrot, boiled egg, onion, pickles, ham, peas, and some fresh dill. I do have to boil the potato and carrot. I could do it while they're whole, but it's gonna take too long. So I'm gonna chop them up first, then I'm gonna boil them. Gonna do a quick boil of the peas, chop everything up, and pretty much just toss it in a bowl together with some mayonnaise. I am not a big fan of mayonnaise. Correction, I don't like mayonnaise, but I have had this salad at a Croatian family friend's house and it's actually really good. So let's see if I can make it as good. Okay, I usually don't cut this slow, but I don't want people talking shit about my cutting technique. So the onion has sat in cold water for about 10 minutes so that it gets rid of that really kind of stingy onion taste. Is that the official word, stingy? So the sacrifice of the onion cutter. Our eggs are not gray. They are perfectly well done, thanks to Mr. Roman. Roman is assisting in the creating of these meals with some chopping, with some filming, but I'm still making them, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm assembling them. Kitty trying to get into the pantry. Kitty on the loose.
There's a few animals on the loose. I hear a lot of little claws. Ezra's weirdly hovering over Conan.
Ezra, let him play with his little ball.
Are you freestyling the quantities?
Oh yeah.
This recipe?
I go by feel. That's what Mama Lee does, and it's never done her wrong.
How are the potatoes?
That might be a little too done.
Okay, well, now this is gonna be authentic.
But
okay, just to share a quick little nugget with you guys about Eastern European food. You know, normal recipes, you measure how long you cook every single thing. With Eastern European stuff, like, they kind of just threw it in a pot and just let it go. Like, this was the old country. There was no, like, you cook potatoes on a timer and only then you add the celery and then only then you add other stuff. It's like, no, everything goes in a pot and then you hope for the best. So if we mess this up a little bit, that's fine, because that's how generations of people live. There's no correct, just do it in a way that avoids starvation, which is, I think, the approach to food back in the Soviet Union.
okay, taking this out. They've maintained their shape, so they're not too bad. I'm trying to think, is that everything? I think that's everything. Just needs some salt and pepper. Time to assemble.
It's really shaping up.
Okay, this is everything here that is going into this. We shall start with the potato and carrot. I'm gonna season it like here, because this stuff is completely unseasoned and everything else has some flavor. I just go by feel. This is also unflavored. And let's mix these. Give these a little mixeroo first. Actually, the potato's good. I think it's perfect. The ham and the egg. The pickles.
Damn.
This is shaping up.
Shit.
This is shaping up. And I don't like peas, but it's authentic to the recipe, so I'll do it.
You don't have to do a lot if you don't want to. I can add
Okay.
more to mine.
Okay. And then we just go in with some mayo. I'm gonna start with that. Do people like mix this in a bigger bowl and then move it to a serving bowl? Because this is kind of hard to mix. Put the dill in there. It's looking.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need some of that right now. I'm not even waiting for Pelmeni.
Moment of truth. Try to get like everything in one bite.
That hits. That is nostalgic.
This is like pretty complex in flavor because there's so many different things in here.
Yeah, so this is what my mom used to make when I was a kid, and it tastes very similar, like identical. I just associate this with dinner. It's so good.
So do I get the stamp of approval for this dish?
This one, yeah, 1 of 3, got stamped.
Okay, that is good. Like,
Next here.
yeah, I can't taste the mayo.
Yeah, what is it about this combination of ingredients that just goes together so well?
A lot of different textures. You have like the soft egg, you know, the potato's kind of soft, the peas like pop. The pickles are crunchy, the onion's crunchy. It's good, it's actually really good. Yeah. 8:40, a little bit past dinner time, but I did not properly account for how long it actually would take to assemble that salad. So here we are. The actual main course is Pelmeni. How is that?
That's good.
Meat dumplings. And if you can see, I'm Asian, and I am a dumpling wizard at this point. I learned my mom's dumpling recipe a couple years ago. I don't care where you've had dumplings, my mom makes the best dumplings. Shout out mom. Mom's dumplings are the best. So, I am well versed in dumpling making, and actually, Pelmeni is not as complex as Chinese dumplings. So the filling ingredients are a lot more simple, and because the filling ingredients are so simple, I decided to task myself with actually making the wrapping, like making the dough. I never do that when I'm making Chinese dumplings because the filling is actually really complex and takes a long time, and I usually just buy the wrappers. But I'm trying to be legit. So I made the dough, and this shit's gonna take long, so I'm sorry, dear, eat more salad.
Yeah, working on it.
Okay, the ingredients for Pelmeni is really just like meat and salt and pepper. And then there's like a few different variations that I've seen online. Some people add onion, so I've added onion, and garlic. So I'm gonna add a bit of onion and garlic because onion and garlic just makes everything better. So we're doing onion, garlic, pork and beef mixed together, and salt and pepper. And that's it. Okay, I'm going old school, no glove, no dome. I don't think they had gloves back then. I'm making this like the traditional way, but the neat thing about dumplings is it's just a meat sack and dough, and you can really put whatever you want, whatever you fancy.
What are these guys doing? Okay, this would not pass a public health check. You guys gotta come on, you guys gotta get off the food station. You too, I know you're cute, but.
As I mentioned, I've never made the dough before for dumplings, so this was a little ambitious of me, and we'll see how it goes. Some of the Pelmeni that we've had has been like very small, like little tiny little bite size. In an effort to not have dinner at midnight, I'm going to make them bigger. I'm gonna make them like Asian dumpling size, because it's all going down the hatch anyway. And who doesn't want more meat in one bite, right there?
I do like the small ones too, they're just different. So it's okay.
They're not gonna be small. We're not
fine.
making them small.
The small bite-sized ones are kind of fun too.
Dear, I see how much food you put into your mouth at once, and these will be bite-sized for you, okay? I probably will not make all of them today. I will just make what we're eating. Okay, this is gonna be a big boy. So this is how the Europeans wrap it. They just very simply, they just go like this. They just go, oh, look at that. It's closed. It's closed. And then they go, wheat. And that's all they do. And this is 4 times the size of the Pelmeni that we bought from the store. You know what? It's all good.
That is a big guy.
Okay, I'll make them a bit smaller. See, I'm gonna fold one Chinese style. This is Julia, this is Roman. So I'm gonna try it now, doing it the old school way. This was like a babushka that I saw doing this. Okay, so it's got to be a legit way. What I'm realizing is all of this is a lot of labor. Good food is labor, guys. And honestly, I'm down to do it. I just started kind of late today.
That's the time.
I think I'll make like as many as this makes, and I'll make the rest tomorrow.
That's like a sample they'd give you at Costco.
Yeah, maybe her dough was like more stretchy than mine. And then they're cute. These ones are cute, see?
We have a little diversity here with the sizes and the styles, but you know what? They're all gonna taste good. These are ready, and it's time for them to go in the hot tub. The cats have come in to help with the cleanup. They're really good at that. Do the dishes, Conan, get started. Come on. And there's a cat on the cutting board. We're not gonna use that, okay? Don't freak out. I know it's not hygienic. We're done with that. We're gonna wash it, but the cats, they need to inspect. It's just what they need to do. They need to inspect. And that means putting all 4 paws into the cutting board, which we're done with. So they've been boiling and they've risen to the surface. So I'm gonna give them just a little bit more and they'll be ready. Okay, what do you think?
I think they turned out so well. I like the uniform size of them. Okay, it looks like there's like none though. It looks like we're on rations. I eat them plain because I don't like butter and I don't like a lot of stuff, as you've probably caught on now. So I'm gonna eat a plain. You wanna try one plain first?
Yeah.
Just for the flavor?
Yeah.
Okay. Tastes like pelmeni. I think the meat's a little too lean. Fattier meat would taste better.
We're gonna make the rest tomorrow. It's getting pretty late, and we just made an initial batch to try out, but there's a lot more filling.
Yeah.
And Julia might spike some of the filling with her own like secret ethnic ingredients.
I might Asian it up.
Yeah.
We'll see. We are gonna make Kvass, which has quickly become one of my most favorite drinks. We actually have a Ukrainian shop near us, so we bought some Kvass, and I thought as part of this making European dishes video, we would also make some. The recipe is fairly simple and pretty flexible. A lot of people add different fruits and other things to get, you know, whatever flavor they want, but I'm going to make the most traditional basic version and see how that goes first. The ingredients that you need are rye bread, sugar. A lot of people use white sugar, but brown sugar is also fine, and it has kind of a bit more depth to the flavor, and some active yeast. There are recipes where people add yeast and there are recipes where people don't. I'm gonna add the yeast because I'm going to be toasting the bread rather than using stale bread. And with me toasting the bread, the yeast is probably gonna die in the bread. So it has to come from somewhere, and I am not adding any other fruits. A lot of people add raisins and get the yeast from there, but I'm going to get the yeast from this jar. I'm gonna boil a pot of water, and I'm gonna add some sugar and let that melt. And then I'm gonna let it cool down so that it doesn't kill the yeast. Once it's cooled down, I'm gonna add the bread in. And before that, I'm gonna toast the bread to get it to a nice char that adds a lot of tasty flavor as well. Once again, I'm not really following any measurements. I am going by feel. And I can always make it more sweet in the future or less sweet, depending on how this goes. Bread has been toasted, so I'm just gonna chop these up so that we can put them into the jars. We have quite a bit of bread, so we're gonna make 2 jars.
Give one to Nova to smell.
Our sugar water is not fully cooled down yet, but we're gonna add it to the bread since we're not using the yeast in the bread. The yeast in the bread's already dead. We'll pour the hot water in just so it can start getting the flavor in the water. And then once it's cooled down, I'll add in the yeast. And then we're done. Then we just close it and we wait. Nice, nice, dear.
Is that good? The second one's gonna be better.
Nice.
Flawless pour. It's just like a brown sludge.
Welcome to the last meal. We are making Holubtsi?
Holubtsi.
Holubtsi.
Someone's gonna correct this.
We're making cabbage rolls. Everything has been prepped. I boiled the head of cabbage. I have peeled them off. I've cut off the spine so I can roll them nicely. We have all our ingredients prepped. Typically, this is some sort of minced meat, usually pork or beef or a mixture. We are gonna use what we have on hand today, like real Eastern Europeans would. And we're gonna use beef, and we're also gonna mix it with some sausage, because it's a little tastier. I will admit, in the Ukrainian cabbage roll recipes, they did not use sausage. But I saw it in some other Eastern European ones, so it's okay. Again, the filling can vary depending on which part of Eastern Europe is making it. I'm trying to keep it pretty traditional to what I've seen in most of the Ukrainian recipes. So that is onion, rice, and carrots. And then I'm just gonna season it with some salt and pepper, paprika, parsley, and garlic. The rice is supposed to be parboiled, which means like not fully cooked. My rice is unfortunately fully cooked, but I think it's fine. I read so many different recipes. Some people fully cook it ahead of time, some people don't cook it at all. I mean, obviously it's gonna cook in the oven. Probably shouldn't be this cooked, but we're gonna roll with it. And I'm sure it's gonna turn out tasty. Also forgot to mention that I did make the tomato sauce, because again, I'm trying to be legit. Most people use like tomato paste or tomato sauce mixed with water, and it just doesn't look that appealing. It just looks like watery nothingness. So I wanted to make sure it's very tasty and rich in the tomato flavor. So I looked up a recipe for tomato sauce for cabbage rolls, and that's what I did. I used tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, some salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and I already had a taste and it's delicious. Oh. Okay, in some of the Ukrainian recipes, they cook this first.
You wanna risk it?
I'm gonna saute it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly saute this. Because I missed this step, everything else is ready. Look at that perfect mince from Roman, Mr. Roman. Mince master.
Ezra, who said you can come here? You're not needed here, Ezra.
There's only one sausage in here, so I'm gonna try to mix it thoroughly so that single sausage boy is distributed evenly. Okay, to start off, I'm gonna put a layer of this homemade sauce at the bottom of my pan. Not everyone does this. Sometimes people just pour it on top, but I like saucy stuff, so we're just gonna layer the bottom with some sauce. Oh, it smells so good. I'm so hungry. All right, now we start rolling. I genuinely have no idea how many this meat will make, but I have enough leaves, so we should be good. Yeah, this is a good size. I like cabbage rolls that are this big. Yeah, oh my God, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, put it in plate. One down. Oh, this actually I think will fit quite a bit. I was worried that it wouldn't. Right when I said that, I heard, wow! I will say this is easier to wrap than pierogis or dumplings. Perfect. This is the last one.
The final.
Two perfect layers. gotta do the final drizzle of sauce. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just get it all in. Just get it all in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, now it goes into the oven for, I think it said 80 to 90 minutes.
Oh, what am I gonna eat for the next 90 minutes?
I'll make you a yogurt snack. Oh, that's a heavy boy. Oh yeah. See you soon. There's about 5 minutes until the cabbage rolls are done. So while we're waiting for that, we thought we would try out our kvass. It's already been in the fridge for the last few hours, so it is chilled. Smells fermented. You wanna smell it, dear?
I like that. It smells old-fashioned.
Smells high alcohol content.
Shit, okay.
Sounds like poop. And it looks like poop. It looks like...
We're not gonna get violently sick from this, are we?
Moment of truth.
This is it. I do hope I get buzzed off of this. It's funky as hell. It smells more like a wine. At
Yeah.
this point.
It does.
All right.
Ready?
Cheers. That's fermented sewer water. Why is there no fizziness at all? I feel like what I liked about kvass when I had it as a kid is it was fizzier. This is like mulled wine.
Okay, I added agave syrup and ice to kind of water it down.
You want some, Nova?
You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have added the yeast. Maybe it's the yeast flavor.
Oh.
Maybe next time I don't add yeast and I do the thing where I use raisins and get the yeast from there. I think that'll be different.
I guess it is yeasty.
I mean, I sugared it up. It's kind of weird now.
I don't even know what that is now. That's its own thing.
I don't know either. Hey, what are you doing?
Have some, little buddy.
Okay, it's time for cabbage rolls here.
Time for actual food.
Whoa, they expanded. Damn, okay, it's good that I only did 2 layers. Look at that. Get some of that tomato on there. That good stuff. I worked so hard on this sauce. Smells good.
It's crunchy, juicy.
That's tasty. The cabbage rolls aren't like so soggy, you know, that they're not there. Like they have a little bit of crunch to them. And the tomato sauce mixed with the flavors of the meat. Meat's good, eh? And like the rice is fine. There's no difference that it was already cooked.
Now that I'm eating them, they're hitting. They're hitting harder. I'm gonna have like 6.
The sauce is really good. The sauce
is like a separate dish.
Yeah, it is. And the sausage is a good touch. I'm gonna say the sausage is a good touch. We only did 1 sausage.
Just a tiny amount of heat.
Yeah, there is. There's a little bit of heat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
A little bit of fattiness. That's an amazing cabbage roll. Good job. What a conclusion.
3 out of 4, because the kvass.
Kvass is the only thing
Kvass was a bust, but we're gonna try it again. But all the meals were hella tasty.
This is quite a cultural experience. That was great. Yeah, you nailed it. First time.
Damn.
Nailed all 3.
That is all the Eastern European dishes. If there's something else you think I should try, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and we'll see you in the next video. It hits.
Pretty perfect.
Thanks, dear.
Good job.